Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down by Haemin Sunim. This enlightening book explores the ways in which our frenetic world can create a sense of being overwhelmed by even the smallest of obstacles, magnifying our larger challenges and impeding our happiness. Sunim offers wisdom on implementing mindfulness and compassion toward ourselves and those around us as a means to carve out the space necessary to decelerate, breathe, and embrace a more profound and enduring kind of joy. Published in 2012, this work is a guiding light for those of us engulfed in the storm of modern life. Through its pages, we're invited to pause and reflect, to appreciate the wonders that only reveal themselves when we truly slow down. The author, Haemin Sunim, holds an influential presence as a Zen Buddhist teacher and a prolific writer, with his impactful teachings reaching over 1 million followers on social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. His works, including Love for Imperfect Things, have been translated into over 30 languages and have touched the lives of millions across the globe, with more than 4 million copies sold. Who stands to gain from this reservoir of tranquility? The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down is a beacon for anyone grappling with the pressures of work, family, relationships, or life's ceaseless demands. Busy professionals in search of a reminder to carve out moments of rest, as well as individuals seeking to cultivate balance amidst our tumultuous times, will find solace in Sunim's soothing words. Join us as we explore the transformative insights of this remarkable book, finding peace and clarity in the simple act of slowing down. The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down. How to Be Calm in a Busy World. Introduction. Discover the path to inner peace with a celebrated meditation guru. Picture yourself in the midst of the daily hustle, your phone buzzing, your calendar packed, your mind racing from one task to another. It's the snapshot of modern life, isn't it? Yet amidst this whirlwind, have you ever caught yourself longing for a pause, a breath, a moment of tranquility to simply be? Haemin Sunim, a renowned Buddhist meditation teacher, invites us on a journey inward to find serenity and perspective in the face of our bustling lives. By embracing the art of slowing down, he suggests we can transform our perception of the world and, ultimately, our existence within it. Imagine a life where challenges shrink in size and every breath brings a clearer view of what truly matters. In this exploration, we will unlock the secrets of nurturing self-worth, navigating the complexities of relationships, and mastering our careers with a mindful ethos. By honing skills in awareness, humility, and confidence, we chart a course toward enlightenment that starts within the quiet corners of our minds. Join us, and we'll learn how to liken friendships to the warmth and energy of a blazing fire, the key to soothing a mind caught in the throes of negative thought spirals, and the eye-opening reality of how much, or how little, you occupy others' thoughts. So, let's take the first step on this path by slowing down and tuning into our inner selves, a realm where life's pace aligns with the beating of our hearts. Part 1. Embrace the present for a peaceful existence. Imagine the last time you lost yourself in a task, so much so that the noise of the world petered out into silence, leaving only you and the task in a bubble of focus. Isn't it powerful? Moments like these aren't just fleeting states of concentration. They are profound lessons on the influence our minds wield over our experiences. It's not the situations that dictate our emotions, it's the lens through which we view them. This brings us to a fundamental insight. When your mind rests, the world rests alongside it. Think about it. The regrets of yesterday, the anxieties for tomorrow. Aren't they often the ghosts haunting our minds? These specters of past and future have no power over the present moment, yet we let them shape our now. But what if we stopped? What if we freed ourselves from these chains of time, letting go of what was and what might be, to embrace what is? This shift brings our focus back to the present, where control is possible and healing begins. Awareness is the gentle tide that washes over us in this state. If vexed, we acknowledge the vexation. If angered, we recognize the heat within. Suppressing these emotions is akin to shoving a ball under water. It only rises with greater force. But when we observe our feelings without prejudice, they rise and fade away, like waves returning to the sea. Consider this practice. List down your worries, from the trivial, like laundry, to the momentous, like career decisions. By doing so, you capture your anxieties, confining them to paper. They lose their power to unsettle your mind. With these worries laid out, grant yourself the gift of rest, a peaceful night's sleep. Come morning, you address each concern incrementally, with renewed clarity and vigor. Inner peace isn't an external gift, it's nurtured from within. Refocusing on the present is a profound stride toward a tranquil mind and ultimately a serene life. Part 2. Navigating the storms of emotion with grace. It's a common battle within the human heart, confronting emotions as they rise and fall like tides, particularly those dark, unwelcome waves that seem too strong to bear. Our reflex is to resist, to force them down, or to let them define us. Yet this struggle is misplaced. We ought to understand that our emotions are not who we are. The core message to grasp is, you are not your feelings. Imagine your mind as an aquarium, where thoughts and emotions are like sediment at the bottom. Agitation sends everything into a tumultuous swirl. Intuition might tempt us to reach in, to push the sediment down by force. But wisdom teaches us to let the water still on its own, allowing the sediment to settle unaided. Our negative feelings, anger, sadness, anxiety, are transient visitors in the aquarium of our mind. They bear many names, yet names are just labels that offer little in understanding the force behind these feelings. Instead, we should tune into the current of emotional energy, tracing its origins without haste or judgment. When shadows loom over your spirit, commit 3 minutes to simply sit with these visitors. Witness them. Don't resist. Don't criticize. Simply exist alongside them. You'll find, as time ticks on, the mood defies stillness, shifting, transforming, and eventually passing. Much like the weather, emotions are beyond our dominion. Much like a storm, they too will fade. You are the sky, vast, enduring, and separate from the fleeting storms that traverse your expanse. You are the consciousness observing the dance of emotion, not the dance itself. Acknowledging the inherent change in our emotions paves the way to acknowledging change in all facets of life. Reflect on your childhood passions versus your current priorities. Change is as natural as breathing. It harbors no inherent judgment. It simply is. Yet humans often find themselves at odds with the essence of change, resisting the current of life, attempting to mold themselves to fit a world in flux. The pursuit of peace lies not in this resistance but in the acceptance of what is. The world will evolve with or without our consent. Rather than struggling against the tide, let us learn to move with it, and in doing so, find our place in the grand mosaic of change. Part 3. Happiness triumphs over the pursuit of success. Many are the footsteps we tread on the road to success, a pursuit defined differently by each soul marching along its path. For some, it's the allure of wealth. For others, power or prestige. But when the day wanes and our victories are tallied, it's not the tangible loot of success that warms us, but the intangible glow of happiness. Let's embrace the guiding wisdom. Choose happiness, not success. Consider a job that sparks a fire in your heart. Your days become a blur of ambition and diligence as you pour your everything into this new endeavor to be the shining star among your peers. It's an intoxicating drive, one that is noble yet fraught with peril. Take, for example, the eager teacher charged with the fervor of education. He crafts a syllabus brimming with ambition, desiring to bestow a world of knowledge upon his pupils. But as the weeks unfold, he sees the fatigue in their eyes. His tidal wave of passion has, inadvertently, drowned their own. He has missed the essential truth. Success is not measured by the passion you pour out, but by the harmony you create within your sphere. Such is the trap of success. It can blind us to the realities of others, leaving us chasing a mirage of effectiveness that eludes our grasp. It is in marrying our passion with wisdom that we achieve something more profound than mere success. We find joy in collaboration. Moreover, success is an unquenchable thirst, a horizon that retreats with every step forward. It beckons us with milestones imposed upon us by the expectations of others. But what happens once we reach those heights? New summits emerge, distant and daunting. Conversely, happiness is crafted by our own hands. It's the quiet contentment that blooms from within when we engage in our endeavors with heart and soul. People sense this joy. They're drawn to those who embody it, who exude love for their work rather than exasperation. As the sun sets on our ambitions, let us not be swayed by the world's chorus on the makings of joy. The melody of happiness is a tune only you can compose. Keep faithful to your personal rhythm, understand the essence of your joy, and let that be the lighthouse guiding your journey. Part 4. Finding Harmony Through Selfless Love. In the tapestry of life, possessions and wealth are just threads. It's the bonds we weave with others that create the resplendent image. Yet the journey through relationships is rarely a straight line. It zigs and zags with the challenges of harmony. The essence of this message lies in loving without ego and selfishness. Let's start with the language of the heart. Our culture often prizes eloquence and wit, encouraging us to speak not from authenticity, but from strategy. The result? Hollow words that echo with insincerity. Speaking from the heart requires no grandeur. It needs only truth, humility, and the bravery of simplicity. Words like these penetrate deeply. They need not shout to be heard. But what of difficult encounters, of faces that don't brighten our day? It's our instinct to engage, to prove ourselves. But what are we truly winning? A moment's triumph, perhaps, but at the cost of prolonged discomfort. Instead, let's take a breath and step back, shedding the need for confrontation. Sometimes, the strongest statement is the silence we choose. Even those closest to us can sometimes sting, can't they? Relationships are like campfires, warm, inviting, necessary for survival. But hover too close, and the heat turns to harm. We must acknowledge the necessity of space, of stepping back to appreciate the glow without searing our skin. It's within this dance of closeness and distance that relationships find their balance. And when we face the pain of a relationship's end, we stand at a crossroads. One path leads to bitterness, the other to release. By allowing ourselves to feel the hurt and anger, we eventually arrive at forgiveness. It's a gift we give ourselves, unlocking the shackles of resentment so we may step forward, lighter and unburdened. Forgiveness is an act of profound humility. It is the final bow before the curtain closes on an act in our lives. Forgiving is the ultimate surrender of ego, clearing away the debris of hurt, leaving room for new growth. It's a conversion of pain into wisdom, of past into possibility. Remember, forgiving another isn't justifying their actions. It's reclaiming your peace. It's accepting that while not every relationship lasts, its conclusion can catalyze our growth if we let love lead the way without ego, without selfishness. Part 5. Ignite your inner purpose with boldness and belief. At the heart of our existence is a yearning for meaning, a quest that often sends our gaze outward. Yet it's not in the echoes of the world where true contentment is found, but within the quiet chambers of our own spirit. The essence of fulfillment grows from our inner resilience, courage, and recognition of our authentic selves. Herein lies the pivotal insight. Give your life purpose by living with confidence and conviction. Consider the rhythm of your life, the crescendos of triumphs, the staccatos of setbacks. Now, think of the last week, the routine moments that unfurled with quiet regularity. Within these seemingly mundane experiences lies the potential for joy that withstands the vagaries of life's peaks and valleys. Seize joy by claiming responsibility in your daily journey. When you embrace the small tasks, picking up a stray piece of litter, sharing a thoughtful word, offering a candid opinion, these moments converge into a tapestry of self-worth and purpose. Moreover, let's cast away the shackles of others' perceptions. The truth is stark. We occupy far less space in people's thoughts than we presume. Can you recall the minutiae of your friend's attire last Tuesday or the precise order your partner made at dinner last night? Our concerns about others' judgments are fleeting distractions, momentary blips on the radar of their consciousness. In liberating yourself from the need for universal adoration, you embrace the authenticity of your existence. Remember, not every soul will resonate with yours, and that is the natural order of things. You hold no dominion over another's opinion, so let it be. Unburdened by this, you can turn your eyes inward and ask, what is it that I truly desire? By shifting focus from the accolades at the journey's end to the steps along the way, the pursuit of your dreams becomes a wellspring of joy. On this path, when you cross the wayfarer filled with hopes mirroring your own, extend the kindness you seek, a touch of encouragement, a gesture of empathy, a word of support, small beacons that can illuminate the entire voyage for another. In embracing your convictions with boldness, drawing satisfaction from the rhythm of daily life, and releasing the desire to please all, you light the torch of your own purpose. It's here, in this flickering flame of self-belief, where true fulfillment burns bright. Final summary. In the blur of modern existence, where each tick of the clock propels us further into a vortex of tasks and concerns, it's easy to feel adrift. But the wisdom that emerges from a mindful approach to life offers a different narrative, a canvas where each of us paints our journey with deliberate strokes. The grand narrative woven through these insights is profound yet simple. The external frenzy that so often dictates our pace is not an unchangeable reality, but a reflection of our internal momentum. Mindfulness is the compass that allows us to steer through the chaos with grace. As we cultivate a deep awareness of our thoughts and emotions, embracing the present moment, our worldviews expand. Through the principles of loving without ego, seeking joy in the ordinary, and discarding the weight of others' opinions, we learn that happiness is a self-authored state of being, independent of transient accolades or materialistic benchmarks. Revel in the unique melody of your life. Take charge of the narrative and prioritize your personal definition of joy and fulfillment. After all, true happiness, a serene acceptance and a conviction in one's path, is not just within reach. It's a journey that begins the moment we decide to slow down and truly see. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.